All right, all right. Can you guys hear me? How's it going, Silver, my man? What's up, Shadow? We'll wait for some people to come in. Surprisingly, the second stream of the day. We'll see how it goes. Oh, we got 10 people in here. Not bad, not bad. So what you guys think is going to happen? Wish I could put this stuff on the screen. Can't wait to get back on StreamYard. But how you guys doing? Let's see. All right, what do we got? What's up? Hate is bad. Let's go, boys. Yeah, I think with them coming out and trying to scare everyone is a bottom signal. The fact that Larry Fink came out and he's out there saying recession and 20% more down, they're trying to spread the fear. They're wanting you guys to sell. What's up, Gavin? Further down tomorrow. Yeah, we may go a little bit more down, but it's getting close, I think. The fact that the big players are spreading so much FUD, so much fear. Not really FUD. Oh, I guess it is FUD. I don't like to use those terms, but yeah, technically Bitcoin's not bullish anymore below 80K. But not a bad looking candle. We need to get up and get over 90K. But yeah, I think the fact that they just come out and blatantly say recession and Black Monday, and now the market's going to crash 20% more. They're trying to shake everyone out, and they're buying the dips. What are we looking for? The good thing is, though, I don't know if you guys saw Ben Cohen's video. He said Ethereum finally came home. Ethereum finally hit his target he's been wanting it to hit. And it hit it. So, bottom signal there. The fear is a bottom signal. Single. Can't say that word for some reason. What is the... Yeah, it's just weird what's going on here. What's up, O House? I'm hoping for one more dip. Yeah, the market can do whatever it wants. I would like it to go up so people can come back to the channel and back into crypto. That would be nice. I mean, we'll see. We're below. We didn't quite hit 73K, but we came close. It's just a waiting game at this point. Last night was brutal. I didn't sleep much. What's up, Nick? They're trying to upset us so we're satisfied with breaking even or just getting a 2x. Yeah, exactly. For the people going to be left in the market, that's their mindset, and then everyone else is getting out because they're scared. But I don't think everyone's that stupid. I mean, we'll see though. Is it stupid that I'm stacking up on Brett more than anything? Nah, you gotta do what's best for you. I mean, to me, if I had money, I would be buying in on all these coins. Everything is dirt cheap right now. Everything looks good. And the fact that there's so much fear in the market and they're spreading fear, yeah, they know something that we don't. They're trying to get the lowest possible prices on these coins, and they're gonna load up. And then when we go to the moon, we're going up, That's when everyone's going to pile in on the green candles. They're going to be like, "Oh, the bull market is here. It's back." And everyone's going to pile into green candles, and they're going to dump on us. So you guys buying the fear and buying these dips, I think, are going to make it out real good. We may have more downside, but if you just keep loading up on your positions, you'll be happy one day. What's up, David? Back again, yeah. Finally did a second stream. I always say I'm going to come back after I do one, but here we are. What's up, Kura? How you doing? Yeah, that's how a lot of people feel. They just want to break even and they're going to get out. But you're going to miss out. We're still having alt season. We're still having a bull run. Like I said, they're just spreading the fear. We don't chase green candles. We say that, but then I chased XCN like an idiot. Lost my last little bit of money. But I'm never going to do that again. No more chasing. You found one more coin, American made RSR. Can you check it out? Yeah, I know what RSR is. At one point it was supposed to be the new Bitcoin. When do we know when to sell when the coin hits previous all-time highs? What's up, James? Yeah, I mean, it's just, we'll use RSR as an example. This is the whole reason for the channel here. Because you never know where these coins are going to end up. But a lot of times they will do, let's just go to the monthly on RSR. RSR looks good. It's still curled up, higher highs and higher lows. Doesn't look bad. So from the high to the low, it hit the 0.5. So this is what I'm doing. If I ever get back into the market, it depends on how low the coin is. If it's like what is it? ZBCN down here at the bottom, something down at the bottom, and if I see a good 5 to 10x on a 618 retracement, and it's a good solid number or around a solid number, like 2 pennies here, you know, I would take I probably wouldn't do it on this coin. On RSR, I'd probably hold up here. I would hold RSR to 4.5, probably 5 pennies a wick above, and that's where I would get out. I would get my 7x, and then I'd rotate it into something that hasn't moved yet, because not everything's going to go at the same time. But that's my strategy, because there's no guarantee these coins going to hit the previous highs, even with a lower high or a higher high. I mean, some will hit the 1272s and do 50, 100x's, whatever they're going to do. But these are the spots down here where you take profit. A good 7x, take your profit out and let your moon bag ride. But yeah, like RSR here, good target on that one is 4. It's holding up well. It's over the 236. Just tagged it, tagged the trend. You're below the 382. Once you get over 83, you're bullish. And since it's not a large move, once you get over the 618 at 2 and or just over 2 pennies, that's your bull run. And then if we hit 786, like I said, that's where I would get out. But if you're bullish on RSR, if it's going to do something this cycle, the official retracement to the 1272 at 38.40 cents would be a 53 to 55x. But the overall macro chart for RSR looks real good. What month and year do you think Bitcoin will peak? I mean, everyone's calling for it being different and all this stuff, and we may bleed into 2026. If we do, we do, but I'm still sticking to November top. Down 30k with XCN, Jasmine, and XYO. Yeah. Everyone's in the same boat, and then now they're trying to scare everyone to sell what they got left. Can't wait to get your hands on some XCN. Yeah, XCN's going to be a good play. It's just right now it looks like it's coming down still. Yeah, that's why I keep saying if it breaks where it is now, if it breaks through the channel to the upside where it is now, it's probably going to be very bullish and start running back up. What's up, Hood Rich? Market cap is just under 3 million. Yeah, she's gonna fly. You're holding 600k XEN. Damn. Yeah, it's gonna get to 10 cents, I think. Even if it comes down more. But RSR is not a bad one. But XCN, just trying to find something better to talk about on XCN, but if you just look on the macro, it's clearly coming down to the 382. Yeah, once it breaks this downtrend here, then she's going to start flying. Which could be the case soon. I don't know. This little area that's been holding has been holding up very well. What'd she do? Like a 20-something X already? Yeah, I mean, you can't beat that. Even if it comes down to the 3-2 and you add to your position or you just hold your 600k, you're probably going to get a 17x out of this thing from that point. And it may go higher than that. It'll probably go above that. Can we look at Brett? Yeah, where can you buy Brett? I don't think you can buy that on Coinbase yet. Oh no, Brett. Yeah, all these big meme coins look the same. Our red box you couldn't get through. So the 236, I'll just get rid of the red box. I don't even know why it was there, but you got stuck at it. I mean, on Bread here, can it really go much lower than this? Yeah, it can, but I don't think we want it to. Brett, short term on Brett. Oh no, the awning's starting. Short term on Brett from the high to the low. Right where you're getting stuck, right at the 236 here. You got to get over 2.6, bottom end, bullish over pretty much 3. And then confirmed breakout up to the 236 over 3.3. And then on the macro, bottom end over 4, and then bullish over 5.5. And Brett, I don't know, is Brett going to hit a... Brett's probably going to hit a 10 billion market cap. I think all of these big meme coins are good for 10 to 20 X's. So this one, if this is still the right market cap, then $1 Brett would give you a 27X from today. I think that's very, very possible. If, I get, well, that's not right. If they list Brett on Coinbase, then it would probably go higher. Alright, if Brett doesn't break down and we stay over a penny, then to $1 is very possible, and you're getting a 37X at that point. And then to see if this thing's going to go any lower, I don't know if we should use the candle or the wick. Yeah, so any lower than you are now, then it's just going to drop down to a penny. There's really nothing to stop it. So this is what we're seeing on a lot of coins. It's either the bottom and we got to get some kind of relief bounce, or we're all about to drop 50-60% again. That'll be brutal. 900k XCN, 400 Jasmy, 400k Jasmy. Thinking about swapping ZBCN for XCN. Yeah, I mean, do what's best for you, my man, but I think XCN's still coming down. I mean, like we just said, it depends. I really don't know. It's still making lower lows and lower highs. It's still stuck in the channel, still stuck at the downtrend. My opinion is it's still going to drop down to that 3-2 level. make sure I didn't miss anything. PNG bottomed at 10 last night and then went back over 11. I'm trying to be careful with my position at this point. PNG, they listed future listings on Brad on Coinbase, but they said once the market is booming. Damn, you deleted it right when I was reading it. Oh man, that's bearish, man. PNG, is that what you said? Went to 10. I mean, all these coins that ran already, they're gonna have a pump at some point. Yeah, PNG and AOS and ABT are trying to hold. So that's why I keep saying if we dump more from here, then they're gonna dump hard because they're about to lose macro support area. It's trying to hold this 11 area. A little dip down. Yeah, we need a relief because if Bitcoin is going to keep dropping, then PNG and ABT and AOS and whatever else there was that looks just like this, they really can't afford to go any lower. If we see these coins break down below these macro support areas, ABT and PNG, then that's going to tell me, yeah, we're going to drop hard and we're not going up anytime soon. It's not going to be till October, November till we finally go up and we go straight up. But technically it's still holding at the moment. What's up, Sam? What's up, Slava? How you doing? You're back. What's up, Zero Cool? I mean, if you're bullish on PNG, ABT, whatever it is, Jasmine, Hondo, and you believe that there's going to be a run at some point, then all you can really do is buy and hold. Don't listen to the people telling you that there's no bull run, there's no alt season, it's different this time. It's just all fear. Because when these candles spawn in, these big green candles spawn in, you're going to want to get back in, you're going to FOMO in, and then you're going to hold, and then they're just going to dump on you. Because you missed the initial move. Yeah, ArcBlock's the same way. It's right here. We went over this in the earlier live stream. It's trying to hold this 4.9 50-cent level here. This is your macro area. So if it loses this area, I don't see anything stopping it from coming all the way down to 20 cents. Of course, we have the 0.5 there, but it's probably going to drop. See, another 56% drop. So it's a must hold right now for pretty much everything, I think. And then for whoever asked about Bitcoin, I'm still going by this chart here on Bitcoin. It hasn't changed in forever. The only difference is the new high before the halving. That's the only little glitch in the matrix here. We made a higher high right before the halving. I guess you could say the other thing is we didn't go straight up after the halving, as we do every time. We're doing nothing at all. And it looks like we're already halfway over. We have till November to make a run up. So my opinion is we're going to have a run to the upside. If it's now, so be it. We start going up finally, or whenever it's going to be. But we got to make this move up. And then we'll see how it plays out. If the top is in November, then there's nothing changed in my opinion. And that means the bottom's going to be in November of 2026, and then the next halving is April of 2028. But all throughout the history, it hasn't really changed at all. Okay, Coinbase and Binance will do a spot listing once the markets are positive. Don't buy XDN. Buy something similar, XTZ and XYO. It hasn't ran. Yeah, that's not a bad strategy. That's my strategy. I'm gonna buy something that hasn't moved yet. ACH, ZBCN, and I don't even know what else there is. Hold on. Answering a text real quick. But that's the whole reason I'm getting a list together. Whole list on Coinbase, so that way I can, when I finally do get in the market, it's just going to be a slow grind, rolling over into different plays that haven't moved. All right, what are we looking at here? XTZ. We haven't looked at XTZ in forever. XTZ. Tezos. I forgot about Tezos. Is this a Coinbase coin? Ah, it is a Coinbase coin. Hold on. Everyone slow down. Let's find the right chart. XTZ USD. See if we got another one for the list. Come on. Did I not add it? Oh, it's the same exact chart. When did XTZ come out? I thought it's been out for a while. But yeah, I mean, it's been going sideways here. You're down below the 236, but ultimately it's a Coinbase coin. It hasn't done anything. Let's see if it's holding final support. We are on the macro monthly candles, by the way. You're just below it, but it's never really respected it. It's just kind of bouncing around this area. What was the other coin? Yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on Zen still? I don't remember. We haven't looked at this one in forever. Ah, this looks like GST. Yeah, it looks like GST. It looks like it's about to go to zero. Alright, never mind. But yeah, I mean, you can't beat these prices on all these coins. I never thought they would go this low. ETH is at a good price. Solana's at a good price. What was that other coin? Bitcoin follows the M2 money supply. Yeah, everyone answer the poll and hit the like button. I appreciate that, Kura. I forgot. I usually don't say it, but we got 30 votes. 60% are buying the dips. But yeah, it helps out a little bit if everyone would please hit the like button. Especially if we're going to turn bearish again. And go down, down, down. If a lot of these coins are dropping more, why should I not sell now and rebuy at future lows? I mean, you could always try that, but there's no telling if they're going to drop more or not. with my experience, when I do that, I sell and the coins go straight up. And I miss out. But you got to do what's best for you. Velo, yeah, Velo's another good one. There's so many coins that haven't moved and so many coins that are curled up. Like Velo's a good example. Velo's curled up here. And then you have the coins that are completely going to zero. Oh no, why'd you make me look at Velo? Why? Is she breaking down? Come on. Well, I guess... I mean, we can't pull this too much out. We'll leave it right there. Yeah, Velo hasn't moved in forever. Besides go slightly down. Yeah, what we've been saying on Velo, if it clearly breaks this pattern, this channel, this whatever, there used to be a rising wedge pattern. You know what? We're just gonna get that off. We're just gonna watch the trend. The macro trend on Velo. Alright, so there you go. There's your hope. Low to the high, you're hitting the trend, and you're holding over the 382 at 009. So as long as you're over 9, you're bullish. Oh yeah, and then Velo to the moon. So yeah, Velo looks real good. Especially when you just zoom out and get all the noise out of the way. Velo definitely, I say definitely, but it's right there. I mean, I know it's a monthly candle, but all you need is a couple of giant green bull run monthly candles to spawn in 43x up to about 45 cents. And then if she's going to blow out of here, a slightly higher low is a 200x. And then what was this? Was this our 2000x coin? Yeah. Velo to a new high. Probably not going to happen, but 21 bucks, new high from a penny. May happen in the future, I don't know, but that's your 2000x opium dream play. XCN is up 8%. It depends on how far XCN goes down, in my opinion. So worth stacking at these prices? I think so. XCN and Solana. It depends on where XCN ends up. I mean, it's a low market cap. If it holds the 382, then I think it's definitely hitting this volume range above the 786. So probably guaranteed for about a 17x or so. Honestly, don't know. Because if this thing just hits 30 cents, 10 cents above the previous high, that's a 50x. Never know though. I mean, we had that one giant monthly candle spawn in, and you got to think, if we're bullish for 2 or 3 months going to the moon, all you need is about 2 of these to spawn in, and you're at $1, and you got your 130, 140, 150x. Especially with it being a low market cap. So I mean, it's possible, I guess. What? What's up, God got me? So we're stacking, or is it gonna dip more? Solana. What is Solana doing? We haven't looked at Solana in a while, so we can get this one off. Maybe the bottom. I don't know why this green line is here. I guess it's macro support and resistance, I guess. But she tagged this green line. You can see clearly in the past it's support. So we'll just get that one off for a minute. Oh no, you know what? I'll just bring it back up. We can see. I mean, this is not bad prices, especially if it dips below 100. Yeah, I don't know why that green line's there. I don't think it's based on anything. But you are below the 236. You're holding this invisible macro support area. We could see a $75, $70 Solana, so just keep that in mind. It's all going to depend on what the market's going to do. And there's so much bearish news this week. We may dump the rest of the week and then we go up at some point later. But it's not a bad price. If I had the money, I would be stacking Solana here, and if it goes down lower, I'll get more. Same thing with Ondo. That's really the only way to play it. Yeah, because I think at this point Solana's going to do a 6 to a 10x if it holds where it is. Sold to 69. There's a chance. There's a good chance that it comes down to 70 bucks, 69 bucks, a little wick below. That would be a real good price. But if we come down here on Sol and we break the 382, then it's over. If we clearly break it. Now, I don't know if we've ever done this on Solana. Let me just use the other Solana chart. Sol. Maybe we did it on here, I don't know. Okay, yeah. Oh, there's nothing to see on the big one. Whatever happened to B3? Oh, she's still going down. Yeah, some of these coins like Vara and B3 and Myro, there's no bottom. What is up, my man? What's up, dude? Degen. You think Powell's going to stand firm? Does anyone know what they talked about? Oh, they're saying more rate cuts Wednesday and tariffs. Yeah, as long as they're saying tariffs and these Larry Finks and stuff are opening their mouth saying bearish stuff, we're not gonna go up. There's too many people that get scared out, that get fudded out. So even though we want to buy the dips, that's all we can do. Because the majority of people have no idea what's going on. Not that we do, but we have an idea. I learned a long time ago not to listen to the powers that be, the news. It's all a bunch of BS. I mean, there's nothing to say on Degen. It's just like all the other coins. It's making lower lows and lower highs. The big question is, it's almost at the very bottom. If we can zoom out, low to the high, 786 at 18. There's nothing bullish on it, so we're either about to bottom out or it's going all the way back down to this 306 level. It just keeps going down. But as we keep saying on all the coins, it's not a bad buy. Degen's going to have a decent run. Unless it breaks down like, you know, one of these coins that just absolutely just go down to nothing. If I was buying Degen, I'd be like, hey, it's making lower lows, so it's not bullish. You're right above this. Not a bad spot to be stacking, buying in. And as for where Degen's going, I have no idea. It's so low down now. 5 to 10 cents maybe. I will see 10 cents above the high. So maybe you get about a 50x out of Degen if this is the bottom. He's creating more leverage for negotiations with tariffs. Gaming is perma bearish. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about buying, you got CTX and you're looking about buying Ethereum Classic. What was Ethereum Classic? One of those coins is breaking down now. I think it's Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic looks like the rest of the market now. I mean, I guess depending on, yeah, because we had this here and then now we broke. It was very bullish, but now that we're making pretty much even lows, lower highs, that's a very bearish pattern, even on the macro, because you don't have this anymore where it went to the moon. So now it looks like it's going to break down, to be honest. So I'm not as bullish on Ethereum Classic anymore. You broke the 382. You're still holding this level that you've been holding for a long time, so I mean, you could easily say the bottom is in here. Just above the 0.5. I mean, I'll still buy Ethereum Classic. But I'm just not as bullish as I once was on it. But if you just zoom out, get all the mess off of the screen and just look at it, it's been doing the same thing for a long time. Holding this 3-2 area, not perfect, but you get the idea. But we'll see what happens. If the market's going to dump, then you're going to come down to $9. Same thing with ACH. ACH is on the bottom. She needs to get a bounce now. If we don't start getting bounces, then one by one our coins are going down into the shadow realm. Next will be ZBCN and then whatever else we look at. Yeah, I mean, ACH is still looking real bullish here. That's why I'm hoping we get a bounce in the market, some relief. Because these coins need some relief. They just need a little bit of a move up, and then we can come back down. I think ACH has more upside. Ondo. Oh wow, we got 28 people here. what did we say? Redstone is coming for Ondor. Ondor. Eldor says for Ondo. Redstone. So you can't own both? So I can't have Ondo and Redstone? Is that against the law? I mean, Ondo's still holding up. The trend is holding you alive. You're below the 382. Ondo's not in a bad spot. But the moment it breaks this trend and we can't push the narrative anymore, which we really can't, I guess we pull it there. So those are your final wick touches. Any lower than that wick low here, than this, any lower than the 0.5, then it's over. She's going down, down. Then you may get a 30-cent Ondo. The one coin I did cover today, what was it, Digibyte? Was it Digibyte or Dash? Yeah, Digibyte looks better than Ethereum Classic. Digibyte's been holding over this macro 3-2 area for a very long time. Damn, I didn't even realize that. Tagged it in November of 2019, and it's been holding ever since. And it's going sideways. Yeah, Digibyte looks like it's going to blast off when if it doesn't break the 3-2 and stays going sideways here. Digibyte's going to take off out of here. I don't know how high it's going to go. Maybe it only does a 786 retracement, but that seems like a lot of energy building up. 10x to 9.5 or 8.5 pennies. Oh, why is my phone ringing? But yeah, the Digibyte chart on the macro looks real good here. And if it's somehow going to just shoot up here, make a higher high, you know, depending on where it's going to be, is it 30 cents would be a 30x. Because it made a higher high in 2021 from the 2018 high. Maybe get a 25x to 25. Chat's going too fast. Where's Ondo's resistance? Yeah, Digibyte looks good. Ondo. Oh, come on. Well, long term, your resistance is, of course, where you're getting stuck 382 at 86. And then short term, like short term, depending on where you want to draw. The short term, you're just above the 382, getting stuck at the 0.5. But you're pretty much back testing the bear flag that we had drawn here. With that candle. It needs to get over 83 and then 86. Is there really only 6 likes? Let's see. He dropped 1100 on Ondo at 75. That's not bad. I would have bought him there too. Because when it was over $1, I was like, man, if this thing comes down to 75, that's going to be a good price. If it goes lower, even better price. Yeah, that's what I said. Ondo would be. You bought some last night when it hit 66. Not bad. Yeah, when we always look at these prices here, you guys got to realize that it's never perfect unless it's a wick. But there's a lot of times, you'll come down and hit a certain price and it'll just wick down a little bit lower than it. But we'll see how the market goes. You may get a 50-cent Ondo. But that's what they're doing. They're scaring everyone away so they can get Ondo. They want you to sell so they can buy in at 50 and 30, and then it's going to go to the moon. You're going to pile back in because it's going to the moon in giant green candles, and they're going to dump on you. It's exactly how they work. Toshi. I think Toshi's coming down too. And she's got a nice little pump going on at the moment on the weekly. But your resistance is 3025, and it just looks like it's coming back to the trend here. So it's probably just going to be chopped for a while. That's not what I tried to get. But if you can't get over that and break the downtrend, then it's probably just going to do this until it does break the downtrend. But if you can somehow get over 252, then you'll break the downtrend and be on your way to the upside. But until then, look for 18 to be your support. And another 20% drop from where it is right now. Oh, it's 17 likes. Oh, you got to refresh your pray. You got to push a refresh. Damn. You bought ETH at $55, sold for 18, invested 8 grand cash, cashed out 2,000. Yeah, I know that feeling, my man. It's horrible. Sucks when you got to cash out the money that's left, and then you got to take that money straight out and pay your bills, and then you're just totally out of the market. And then the market just stays bearish, and then it's just done. Ondo's good till January 2026. Yeah, they've released their coin, so if we run before then, we're good. Alright, let me refresh this. Let me change the music. So is it bearish music or bullish music we want? Alright, we got 25 likes and 41 votes. Yeah, apparently Degen has a lot of liquidity. So Degen's going to be a runner if it doesn't completely die. What are we looking at? Toshi. Oh man, Bitcoin does not look good here. So are we going to get back over 80K or are we done? I just got a notification from YouTube. New copyright matches found. Review videos that may be using your content. What's the point of people doing that? Is that some of you guys out there doing that? Who's doing that? It'll be in foreign countries, my videos. I'll have to go check it, and it'll be my video and some other dude narrating it. And it's usually on a channel that doesn't even have enough subscribers to even get ad revenue, so what's the point? Damn. I hate having to deal with that copyright crap and then people stealing your videos. Yeah, and then someone told me that someone's acting like me on Twitter, but I could not find the profile. If anyone knows the X account, send it to me in the Discord or something. They're probably scamming people with the name here. Damn, that music's too bullish. The hell, we can't have that bullish of music. Let's see. All right, let me get text screener off because my computer's going slow. Damn, what is it called? But let's log in. Come on. All right, I'm trying to get the music switched. All right. Peer pressure. It's peer pressure, my man. Spell. FET of 40x. I don't know where FET's going, to be honest. Let's see. Oh, she's going to 0 right now, so you don't have to worry about a 40x. Oh no, Fed's telling us what the market's doing. Oh man. Fed looks just like PNG, ABT, AOS, and whatever else looks exactly like this down on macro support area. And it just broke. So Fed's going down. Depends on a 40x. She's about the 35% drop, if not lower. Can Fed 40x. From today, that would take you to 16 bucks. I don't know about that. At this point, you're gonna be lucky if you get $8. It depends on how low it goes, I guess. It's all gonna depend on where the market ends up. I would imagine FET, the overall chart looks good. You would think FET's gonna come up here and make a higher high. So if it comes all the way down here, puts it a slightly higher low, then you'll get a 33x. Unless it completely breaks down. It's not good, it broke our box. Is Uncle Sam gonna pay you back? What does that mean? Put a watermark on my screen. Yeah, there's a... Yeah, on some of the videos that were stolen, my picture is right there. I was like, what's the point? Don't I have it up? In the top corner, don't y'all see the little symbol? Yeah, because on the top left and right, you can see the little Crypto Undead logo on both corners. I don't know why they do it. Maybe they just like the coin that I'm covering and they're just happy. I don't know. It doesn't hurt me any. What's up, Bryant, my man? How you doing? Haven't seen you in a minute. At least I don't think. Yeah, you haven't been here in the last couple of streams, I don't believe. We got Bryant back in the house, back from the Shadow Realm. Finally found his way out for a moment. What's up, John? Can we take a look at Jupiter? Yeah, what happened to the talks of them getting rid of capital gains on crypto? I mean, they're screaming all this bullish stuff, and then Trump's just killing everyone. Yeah, there's nothing bullish on Jupiter. She broke the low. Looks bearish. So now, if you hold here, you got to get back over 4.3 to 4.6 to confirm a bottom in. But you broke the low. If you cannot get over that level, and she's still coming down. Another 15% drop to 29, and then up next would be a 30% drop to 23, 24. But that does not look good at all. Looks like one of those coins that's just about to just nuke down to the bottom. So until it establishes some sort of a bottom or a bear flag or anything, there's really nothing to say. If it does this again, every time it goes up just a little bit, it's bear flagging and coming down. Little baby one there, little baby bear flag. Cute little bear flags all over the place, taking us back to the Shadow Realm. What the hell? And yeah, there's nothing bullish on Jupiter. Bitcoin is 80K. Yeah, I'm gonna get me a drink real quick, and then I don't know why I said it like that. Are we back up? It's not just 80K. You gotta get it back over. Let's see. Yeah, still getting stuck. It has to get back over that 3-2 level, but I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Dog in me. Dog in me. Yeah. One by one, these coins are just going down. Dog in me is an example. Got listed on Coinbase, and that was all. I mean, not forever. Clearly a bullish looking macro chart here. You're holding right on the 1414, high to the low. You came all the way up to the 2414, got stuck, and then came all the way back down. So you're still putting in higher lows. Well, damn. I guess we'll keep it on the macro higher lows. So if you can hold over 4-1 on Dog and Me, I mean, at some point it's going to run. Momentum is clearly down. Keep it real simple. It just made a higher high. I think we said this last time. Made a lower high, but then now it made a higher high. Made a lower low. Now it made a higher low, or it's trying to put in a higher low. And you just lost the 0.5. So there's so many different levels you can watch here. It's holding the 618 right now. It could technically come down to the 786 final support level here. Still put in a higher low and be bullish. So yet another coin. Fed's telling us we're about to go down. So Dog and Me is about to drop 40% again. I don't see how we can though, because things like ACH and some of these coins that are barely holding up, they can't take anymore. XRP is an example too. Oh yeah, that's right. XRP already broke down. Yeah, and I think I said that if XRP breaks the 236 at $2, we got a problem. Yeah, I don't know where we're beating a dead horse. We're making lower lows and lower highs all over the place. But you are still holding the 786 here at $1.60. Came down and tagged it perfectly. This previous high support. So it doesn't look horrible when you zoom out and look at the overall picture. Now, the short-term stuff is just, it's getting ridiculous. You're holding cash right now. Yeah, I agree. Mostly everything is cheap. I mean, it's cheap, and if we go lower, we go lower. Degens are coming back, usually a sign. Where you see that at? What's up, William? Did we check Velo? Velo. Yeah, you're talking about Velo protocol? Yeah, Velo protocol looks good. Whatever happened to... Damn, my mind's blank right now. Whatever happened to the dude that was in here with us? Not Dave Lark, but the other dude. He was always in here shilling some coins and meme coins. Not shilling them, but we were looking at them. I think it was me and you, David, and I can't remember the dude's name now. What the hell? He hasn't been back in a while. Was it Michael? I can't remember the name. But he was always 24/7 hunting for coins. I wonder if he made it or not. Maybe he's listening. I don't know. I would recognize the name if he came back in. But he hasn't been here in a while. He said, I am here. Nah, I know you're here. I'm talking about the other dude, the other guy. He would come in here and he would say that he's always looking, he's always on his computer looking at coins and finding all these good coins and stuff. When we look at them, and we bought a couple of them, they didn't work out, but I can't remember who that was. Yeah, some of you guys got to become members so your names will be highlighted so I can remember you. Especially when we go bullish and we don't know what's going on. We're going to get 1,000 Davids in here, and I'm going to be like, David, where are you at? Where's the original David? I don't think there's going to be any of Slavas, so we always remember Slava. I don't think there'll be any more Kuras, so we'll be here. That dude, Jim. Yeah, you guys can't change your profile pictures because I won't recognize you. Of course, Eldor, DZ, Brian's been here forever. God has been here for a while. Yeah, because we used to have a whole different batch of people that never came back. He's in the dungeon with the rest of the market. Yeah, I guess all these people got stuck in the Shadow Realm, down in the dungeon of the Shadow Realm, and they're never coming back out. Especially if you wasted money on meme coins. Just never got back. James says, what do you think about Bitcoin? Will top at? At this point, I have no idea. Velo. Yeah, Velo looks good here. It's making higher highs, making higher lows. We're looking at the macro chart. When you zoom in, there's too much noise. But when you look at it on the macro, you're holding the 382, low to the high, you're holding the trend. It looks very good. But yet, it's another coin that we cannot take another crash. We need a pump up. Oh, we need a pump. We need a pump up. But it looks good. The big question is, where's Velo going to run to? Is it really going to 2000x to 20 bucks? Probably not, but it's a nice dream. I could see it hitting the 786 from here, hitting about 45 to 50 cents and giving you a 45 to a 50x if it holds up on the macro here. Because all we need is a couple of months of bullish euphoria, and then these things will just fly up. And Velo always does good on the videos, so there's people wanting Velo and there's people buying Velo. So if Velo doesn't break down, it should be a good play. But Bitcoin top, that's a good question. As of now, as bearish as we are, maybe 127k. If we don't start going up soon, then that's probably the target. I've been saying forever 180 to 200k, but the fact that we're not doing anything again and we're just dying pretty much, then you can see that once we blow through 103k, the next stop up is the 1414. At 127, a little bit above it, so maybe 130k. Now it could be 150k, a nice wick above 150k BTC, and then we're done. But that's my opinion. And like we keep pointing out on the overall the Bitstamp chart where I drew this up, which I won't even, never mind. But just looking at it here, you can clearly see we're already halfway done, just over halfway done with the bull market. Because every time after the halving, it's just straight up high and then a higher high and then bear market. And it's always the same amount of time every time. So until proven otherwise, I'm going to stick to this. If we break it this time, so be it. If we die from here, or if we bleed into 2026 after November and we don't top out till then we'll adjust what's going on. But as of now, every time it's the same thing. And it's not the same bull market every time either. It's weaker and weaker every time. But you can see the numbers are lining up from the halving to the high is always 12 bars. Well, that's the old one. From the high to the low is 12. High to the low is 12. High to the low 12. So that puts us in November of 2026. But I'm still sticking to this. But we got to get something going. But if you, man, now you made me bearish. What the hell? So if 127, 130K is going to be the top now, since we're so bearish, put it at 130K. So say that's the top. See where we are now, with a little more room to go down. It's going to come down to the wire, and then we're just going to go straight up for about a month or two, and then it's over. So we may not be bullish until the very end. The fact that we're so far into it and we haven't done anything yet. Is Alchemy Pay looking like we can hit $1? Probably not. Auction, what's up, King? If you're lucky, it'll hit 80 cents, but it's not going to $1. But it all depends on if it breaks down or not from here. I don't think ACH is going to hit $1. And at this point, I don't know if Jasmine is going to hit $1 now. I've always said Jasmine to $1, ACH to 60 cents. But I also said XRP to $5. And if it doesn't break down more than it is, I mean, if it stays coiled up here, and this, let me pull this over, let me pull this up. If this plays out, there's October, and it comes November and we finally shoot to the moon and this is still holding up, then yeah, $1. Because you'll blow through that. I think it's very possible. And then the next stop is the 80 cent mark. That'll be your 40x, and it'll probably wick up and probably tag $1. So yeah, if this holds up, $1 is possible. Just because this is macro bullish. Yeah. If all this bearishness passes and we're in the summertime coming up into the fall next year, and we're into September into October and we're still holding in here, everyone pile in because she's about to go to the moon. But we'll see what happens. I'm happy if it goes to 30 to 50 at some point. Yeah, it's gonna hit 50 at least. Damn, Slava. Oh shit. Oh, never mind. I hit the wrong button. I almost banned you. I keep forgetting I can't put the chats on the screen, and when I click on your name, it pops up with a little list of. Let me see. Let me do it on. Let me do it on DZ here. Add as moderator. Hide from the channel. Report. Ban. Put user in timeout. I almost banned you, my man. What's up, Roger? How you doing? trying to see why you're angry. Arrow's kind of pumping. Yeah, you guys just remember, just have a game plan. Don't hear someone talking about Jasmine to $1 or XRP to $10, $20, and that's your target. You got to have your own plan, your own target, because it's never going to work out like you think. You said Arrow was pumping. Yeah, BTC November top until proven otherwise. The only reason I say that is because the chart that I drew up, not knowing that you could just go on the trading view and type in the dates for everything and it'll pop up. I went and looked all this up on my own for some reason because I'm retarded. Oh, I can't say retarded, but I'm not that smart. Auction, okay, yeah, auction. I forgot about that one. Sorry about that. He said you could ban me. Yeah, I want to put someone in timeout for the little 5-minute timeout thing just to see how it works. Who's going to volunteer? Let me put them in timeout for 5 minutes to see if they just automatically come back. I need a volunteer. Someone step to the front of the line. Oh, your divorce is postponed again. That sucks, my man. I know the feeling. I know when I was going through my first divorce. Not a fun time. Not at all. But yeah, who's going to step up and be a man or a woman? Who's going to get put in timeout for the first time ever on the channel? You will forever be special. Auction. Yeah, I almost updated auction today. Bounce token. Let's see what bounce is doing. Yeah, I mean, that's not a good look. That large wick there and then here. I don't really care for the auction chart. Momentum is clearly down here on the monthly. But the only positive thing is the strong move up and then the channel down, the wedge, whatever you want to call this here, however you want to draw this. Macro-wise, it doesn't look horrible. Low to the high, you are above the 618, but it looks like you're coming back down to that level. So to hold this pattern and to be bullish over the 382, so 980 up to 1070, as long as you hold this level, 20% drop, you're still good on bounce. But if you didn't take profit on that move, then I can't help you. But overall, in the macro, these are monthly candles, by the way. It does not look bad, but it is coming back down. But as long as you're over this level here, this little squeeze area, you're good. If you break that and come down to these other levels, then it's not as good, of course. So bounce from where it is right now. It'll probably come down, hit the 618, wick down to the 382. And then if it holds up and gets squeezed down here, yeah, I mean, if we pull these up and say it's going to play out, if you hold here, there's your summertime, August, September, October. I mean, if it gets to the very end of this, October, November, and we just get squeezed out of here, go vertical, and then you'll get about a 18x to a new high on bounce. I guess everyone's staying with their girlfriends and wives because there's no wife changing money to be made. Oh man. XRP $10 plus possible. Yeah, I'm thinking that too now. I always said $5, but I think you're right, my man Slava. XRP to $100. That's never gonna happen. XRP to $5 market cap is ridiculous. That's why I've always said that. Yeah, I like XRP. I like the XRP Moon Boys, but I didn't buy XRP back in the day when we were looking at it doing nothing and it ran. I'm never gonna buy it. It may be the future of crypto, but I'm too old for that. It may be whatever it's gonna do in the future, but I don't have the time. I don't have time to wait for 10 years. Yeah, I've heard that before. $10,000 XRP. It's never gonna happen. All right, let me switch to poll. We got Roger and we got Kura saying they want to be timed out. Roger may need to be timed out since he's angry right now. Got some XCN. All right, David bought into XCN. Everyone pile in. Let's make it go to the moon. It has to flip Tether first. Yeah, there's no way. I'm hard seeing it to $10, to be honest. $10 XRP, come on. All right, we're ending the poll. %67% said they're buying the dips. All right, new poll time. We're gonna experiment on the stream because I've never done it before. See how long it actually takes you to come back. All right, here we go. You guys answer the poll. We'll give it like 5 minutes, and then we'll see who we're gonna put in timeout. There we go. You're surprised XRP went over $1? Really? So what if XRP tops out at $5 and that's it? Is it still gonna go to $10 someday? It's a goofy dream, yeah. So you don't think Jasmine can hit $1, DZ? I think Jasmine's underrated by everyone. All right, maybe Jasmine hits 60 cents. Maybe that's the new target I'll put up. This is the new chart, the overall crypto USD chart. We're holding the 618. Bottom is in. I went over this last time. So Jasmine to 60 cents would be a 65x from today on the low to the high 618 support if it doesn't go lower. So what do you think about 60 cents? Damn, dude, I didn't even think about that. DZ, ban them both, timeout both. So you don't put into account that they have a large community and all the coins are in circulation. And it's been down for so long, you don't think it'll ever hit 60 cents to a dollar? Uh, what's up, Young? I don't think XRP will hit $10 either this cycle or next. Yeah, that's how I felt for so long. I have a hard time seeing it hit $5, but now I'm kind of leaning toward maybe $5. But if the market stays like it is, then it's not going anywhere. Especially with it breaking down now. Jasmine or ACH, best gamble. That's a tough question. I don't know. Right now, Jasmine is bearish as hell. Potentially on the bottom, and ACH is bullish as hell. So no fundamentals. No fundamentals for Jasmine. I'm just looking at to get community and the tokenomics. I think definitely 30 cents on Jasmine, no problem. What are we looking at? Depending on what chart we look at, but it may go way lower. Especially if Bitcoin's about to come down here and backtest this 68K level. Alright. Has it been 5 minutes yet? One more minute. Oh man, it's 50-50. Come on, we got 22 people in here. Everyone vote. It's neck and neck. Who's going to get banned for a minute? Got less than a minute left to answer the poll. We're almost there. When the poll says 5 minutes, I'm going to ban whoever's got the most votes. Everyone keeps arguing. We will see if the market can recover or will even recover. I think it will. I think maybe we're going to have a 2017 bull market. We're going to go up and out before we know it. Yeah, the market is cheap right now. Alright. Poll is over. We only had 11 votes. That's sad. Shopping. All right, we're at 6 minutes. You know what? I'll give it to 10 minutes because we only got 11 votes and there's 22 people watching. So everyone get out and vote. It's going to help out the country. Do your part. Can you vote twice? You do whatever you want. You know what we got to do next is we got to get more people in here, but we'll do one for who we're gonna make a moderator for the chat here. We'll get a couple names going, and then we'll get a vote going, and then we'll just wind it down to who's going to be a moderator on the channel. For when we do go bullish, when there's a couple hundred people in here, I'm not going to be able to keep up with all the spamming and all that stuff. So we'll do a vote for that at one point. We'll make Silver a moderator. All right, we're at 7 minutes. We still only got 11 votes. That's very bearish. We got David for 5. I appreciate that. Saving the stream, my man. XCN Moonshot Celebration. Is XCN doing anything? XCN to the moon. Let's see. Oh, man. Wait. She's trying. Especially off that little wick candle. Come on, everyone pile into XE and let's push this thing through, even though I'm not in anymore. So it doesn't matter. I appreciate the 5, my man. He's already a mod. Look at my wrench fools. Is that actually what a moderator has by their name? I've never had one, so I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Is XE going to push through finally? I don't know. How long have we been on here? Wow. Close to 20 minutes. Undead is doing a Hunger Games to see who gets banned. Yeah. We got 1 minute left. 12 votes. We got 1 vote. It's tied 50-50. Come on now. Are we actually going to ban both of them? Is Roger and Kura still in here? They're about to both get banned. Or is it a tie? No winner. Oh, it's about to be a tie. There's no winner. We don't get to ban someone today. Yeah, who is Ninja? Crypto Ninja or something? I've never heard of him. Oh, we got 12 votes and it's still tied. Nah, we don't get to ban anyone today. Alright, the next percentage that goes up, I'm ending it. And we're going to put them in timeout for 5 minutes and see what happens. And then tell us your experience in the Shadow Realm to where you can't see anything or get on the channel or whatever's going to happen. I guess it's time to end it almost too. There's only 18 people left in here. What's up, Christoph? Pi Network AI, please. Yeah, the Pi Network charts are just ridiculous. When it's tied, it means both. Nah, we got Christoph and Gilbert just came in. When do you guys vote? Poll is over. It looks like Roger's going to the Shadow Realm for a minute. Roger for the win. Keyboard Cat. Yeah, Keyboard Cat's a good one. Yeah, we'll look at it in just a moment. Let me ban this fool. Let me ban Roger on his bad day. Roger's having divorce problems. We'll see you in 5 minutes. Tell us what it's like on the other side. Ah, he's gone. Damn, it took all his chats off the stream. Damn, that's unfortunate. I didn't know that was gonna happen. You made it, Kura. You won. Economic Ninja. You said Keyboard Cat, and then what else did you say? Christoph says Pi Network. Yeah, I can't find a good Pi chart. You can't buy Pi in the US. That sounded wrong. Pi Network. Yeah, Pi Network's one that just throws me off because every chart you look at is different on Pi Network. So where do you buy Pi Network at? Alright, maybe the MEXC chart is the best one. Alright, we'll stick with the MEXC chart. Sometimes they have reliable charts. So Pi Network, from the high to the low, it's getting stuck right at the 236. So until you get over 64, 65 cents, the bottom is not in. Bullish over 86, bull run over $1.40. Not a bad move from the bottom there off of that wick. But then I guess last time we looked at it, Pi Network to a new high at $5. From where you are now, it's going to give you your 9x. And then short term, we're already on the daily. It seems to be holding up well. Potentially forming a little cup and handle pattern if I can get anything to draw right. Low to the high. Yeah, like I said, it's not the best respecter of the charts or any chart or anything. But right now, low to the high, you got to get over the 382 at 61 to be bullish, and then, of course, push through the macro 236 there. Daily death cross. Let's see. Keyboard Cat. What is the ticker for Keyboard Cat? But yeah, I can't do anything with Pi because it's just there's so many different charts and just I don't understand what's going on with it. Keyboard Cat. All right, we already looked at it. Never mind. Oh, she's curling up. Oh, Lord. Bottom is in. Everyone pile in. 236, 786 came into play. So, not a bad price to be buying in on Keyboard Cat, to be honest. It's making higher highs, higher lows, even though the chart looks like crap. It's going sideways. These are daily candles, by the way. Bullish back over 2.7. And then breakout over 4.8. And it went down a lot since we looked at it last. So it should be the bottom. If it goes lower than this, you run the risk of breaking the low, and then it's just going to die. But from where you are right now, keyboard cat, I have no idea where this thing's going to end up, but we'll keep it simple. Wow. Is that for real? Oh, why the hell is it way down there? So a 9.5, 10x to the new high at the 1272 would be your first stop. But other than that, I mean, just look at the chart. I would never buy this. Oh, we got Roger back. Did you even know you were gone, Roger? Roger's back in the house after being banned for 5 minutes. So what happened? Could you not see the stream for like 5 minutes, or you just couldn't see anything? It may be positive news, and I might start banning more people. All right, hold on. You had me silent only. So that's what timeout is? Yeah, you were timed out for 5 minutes. Could you still see the stream and everything? You just couldn't type. Is that what you're saying? That's why Cheems is a good meme coin. Alright, I guess that's what it is. Just timeout is just you can't chat anymore. How long are we in here? Alright, yeah. It's probably going to end now. It's already 7 o'clock. Bitcoin dominance is still going. Or no, it's coming down again, I think. It's down a little, but it's still up. We're still over 63. 63%, so. Unless something, we may get a bounce in the market just because we went down so fast, in my opinion, with the S&P and Bitcoin and pretty much everything. We need relief already. So I think we're going to get a relief bounce soon. Not to the moon, but something. And then we'll take it from there. No text only. Okay, yeah. Alright, so now I know what that does. Timeout does. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in here. We only got 17 people left. Whoa. No, we won't be back at it tomorrow. I will not be on here tomorrow. So we will be back Wednesday, and hopefully there's some better news going on. I appreciate you guys coming in here, and we'll start doing some more better polls like we just did. That was kind of fun. I'm going to ban someone. Not none of you guys, but let's see. Last one, GST. GST, we're no longer bullish on because she broke the low. Nothing bullish on it. So GST is probably, I haven't done it yet, but it's probably coming off my list. Yeah, looks horrible. It's down at the 1414 support right now at 5.9. You bounced on it, and you're getting stuck at the 1272. So if you can get back over 7 and then get back over the previous low, but it doesn't look great. It looks like GMT now, just going to 0. But yeah, once we broke the low on GST, it's just out the window at the moment. Yeah, you can see if we draw from the high there to the low, if you got to get back over that previous trend line, 236 at 1.2. So you got to get back over a penny to have any kind of life on GST at the moment. Why is the screen black? Yeah, why is the screen going black? I don't know. Yeah, the dominance is not letting up. Alright, but yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in here. Appreciate the support, the super chats, and everything we do every day. And I'll be back on here Wednesday, and we'll see what happens in the markets. Hopefully, we'll get bullish at some point. But with that being said, none of this is financial advice. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, everyone.